What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name's Isabel, and welcome to my channel. So y'all see where I'm at. I'm at home right now. I'm not in my car. Oh, y'all, I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry, but I don't have a car anymore. Um, so last night, I'm just gonna get right into this, and I'm gonna try to not cry, because ain't nobody trying to see me cry on camera, okay? So I'm just gonna tell you guys what happened, and if I cry, it's because I haven't really had a real good cry about this, and I haven't had a real good cry since I moved to Cali, and I've have felt a little bit homesick and whatnot. So yeah, being in LA, like it is hard, and I just lost my car last night. So basically, I was in an accident, and it wasn't my fault. Thank God. Oh my gosh, thank God it was not my fault, because if I ever put someone in that situation on the freeway, I don't know. I would feel so bad. And I don't know. So pretty much, your girl was driving. I would say I was going like 60, 65, maybe 70. I was in a pretty freaking good mood. And then I saw this car, I saw this black car. He swerved, so he was just driving. Basically, this dude's just driving. I'm next to the toll lane, and I'm in the lane next to the toll lane. I think that's the lane I was in. I'm pretty sure. And there's a lane right next to me, and then there's a lane over here. And I'm not sure if there's a lane over here or if he was in this lane. But pretty much, I saw his car jerk. I saw this happen, and I don't recall if this was from my peripheral vision or if I saw it with my own eyes. You know what I mean? I'm dumb for saying that, because that's literally both my own eyes. But whatever it was, I saw it happen, and I saw that. I initially thought he hit the wall that was on the side. And I was like, ooh, damn, that sucks. I remember thinking that, or I was like, damn. And because it looked pretty scary. And then, so I assumed he hit the wall, and I was like, oh, his car kind of spun. It looked like he was a little bit out of control. And then I noticed, like, within 2 seconds, like, his car was coming towards me. And I was like, oh shit. And I was like, oh, my heart just sank, because I was like, I'm gonna get hit. And yeah, that's my car. So I was a little scared, I was really scared. I was like, fuck, that car's coming for me. And it was coming fast. And then I just felt it hit me, and I shut my eyes, but I gripped the wheel. I've been in an accident before when I was 18, and I always will grip the steering wheel. That's gonna save my life. I don't know. I have to be honest here. I didn't have my seatbelt on, and it could have been way worse. To be honest, it could have been a lot worse. I don't know why it wasn't. I'm not questioning it either, but it's just like, whoa, that could have been really bad. And it just was scary seeing that car come up to me, having him come at the speed that he was, and just wrecking into the side of my car coming from the right side. And I felt my car spinning in circles. My ass was going. And I just felt all these bumps and stuff, and I know I was hit from the back. I don't know, if I hit another car, if another car hit me and wasn't able to avoid the accident, or if my car ended up actually hitting the wall, the barrier that's on the other side of the toll lane. But whatever happened, my car, it was wrecked. And I know, people are probably like, well, good thing your life is okay. And I'm so blessed to, be okay right now. I get that, but it's hard to not have your car. And, when I don't know, I've already been through car situations. And so, that feeling of being like, yikes, I just lost my damn car again. Like, again. And this time it's a lot more serious because I am going through a dealership. And luckily, nobody co-signed for me. Like, at the time, I was like, damn, that sucks. But now I'm like, good thing, because I wouldn't want anybody else to be like held responsible for that or tied to this situation, because it's gonna be really shitty. Like, it's gonna suck. It's gonna suck, but it's okay, because, like, you know, everything's also suck and people also have it worse. And anyway, so after I get hit and I'm done spinning in freaking circles, my car just stops, and my car is facing the toll lane. So toll lane's here, and then I'm in the lane right next to the toll lane. I think that's the lane I was in. If not, it was the one right. Nah, I'm pretty sure I was right next to the toll lane. And so somehow my car's just spun. And meanwhile, I'm in the car feeling all of this. And then I'm facing the toll lane, and it's just stopped. And I sit in my car. I look over, and there's a black car also facing the same way that I am. And I don't know how far they are. They're like, I'm not really good at measuring feet and stuff, but I'd say like 20 feet away. So I go over to the car because it's really quiet. Like, it's 100% silent. And I was like, is someone gonna get out the car? Like, I was scared. Yikes, I'm crying. Okay, I was scared. I was like, oh. And I was scared to like go see them in the car. So I go over, him sitting in there, and so I come over to him. I was like, are you okay? And he's like, yeah, somebody hit us, or you hit me. And y'all, I was livid when he said that. I was like, bro, I saw a black car literally jerk. And I was like, you're telling me that's not your car? Like, in the moment, I didn't think that somebody would lie just straight up like that. Like, I don't really think that bad of people, I guess. Like, it's just not something I don't know. I just don't really think that way of people. And there's a young kid, you know? I'm looking at him like, this sucks. Like, dude, this sucks. And he, you know, I feel like was only looking out for himself. And so, you know, I was like, I didn't fucking hit you. I just said that to him. I was like, I didn't fucking hit you. And it was like, you're not, like, the front of my car is perfectly fine. And I was like, and I don't think another car hit us. I was like, I think you hit me.
We can all clearly see that his entire front bumper is off of his car. So this is the shape that my car was in. As you can see from the back, somewhere along the line I was hit, but initially that's not where he hit me. Right here, y'all see that? That is where I was smacked by him.
You know, and I was like, you're gonna lie about that. And I started yelling. Like, if you know me, you know, like, I have a tendency to yell. Or like, when I get really upset, I don't really hold back my thoughts at all. Or how I say things, or honestly, like, my tone of voice. My eye contact is messing up. This is what I get for crying. Anyways, so basically after all that, like, this kid is calling 911, and he's like, this girl's coming up to my car, she's crazy, like, I don't know what to do, she's acting crazy, she's like yelling at me, telling me that I hit her car and all this stuff. And I just couldn't believe what this guy was doing. I was like, this dude's trying to make me look crazy, and he's also trying to make it seem like I hit him. And I was just like, this is really happening. So I proceeded to yell more, and I was so close to just putting my hand in the window and just hitting him. Honestly, like, that's yeah, because at that point I was like, my car's gone, like, dude, like, there's not much left that I'm hanging on to here. And I just remembering, like, wanting to just really just beat him up. Like, and I feel like I could take that kid, to be honest. But yeah, it really sucked, and he didn't want to take responsibility for his actions, and I get it. Like, you know, it's a big thing, but like I don't feel like he had any remorse. And I was like, this sucks. I remember saying, this sucks. And then he was like, yeah, my milk spilled everywhere. This boy was drinking milk. And I know I'm laughing, but I just was like, this kid did not say that. So I'm like, maybe he was just really shocked and shook and was like trying, like, you know, I'm pretty sure he's just a little liar, and his first instinct was to lie and protect himself. So I was like, I can't really blame him. Like, I really don't want to be in this situation either. But it was just really crappy that he would do that. So I walk away from his car, and I was like, excuse my language, I'm so sorry that I have a bad mouth, but I was like, you're a little bitch. Like, if you're really gonna say that, I was like, you're a bitch. Like, that's it. Like, I couldn't believe that this guy was really just basically trying to say that I hit him, when it was pretty obvious who hit who here. So I walk away from the dude's car, and I go stand on the side of the road and basically just wait for the cops to show up. Oh yeah, I forgot. I also called 911. In situations that are stressful, I'm not even gonna lie, I get really irritated, irritable. Everything that someone says, if it's not perfectly the way that I want it to be said, you're annoying, get out my face. And like, I do have that attitude. And so I'm on the phone with the lady, and like, just, I honestly, I don't even think that's it. I don't feel like that's 100% the truth. I feel like that's the truth to an extent. But my issue with the law enforcement is that they have little to no compassion. And it showed so much. Like, I understand, like, it's their job. And this is something that they deal with day to day. They don't really care for, and you know, I'm sure they're just like, we see this all the time. Like, you're okay, you're fine. But like, how they treated the situation, I would say as a whole, was basically like little to no empathy. And not that I was like, oh, I need some empathy, like, come baby me, but it was like they didn't even really care about like my emotional state. And I'm not a huge crier, so I was like trying really hard not to cry in front of them. So that might have been why they, you know, were like really cold about everything. But I did cry, but I also don't like being, I don't like being like heard when I cry. I don't like being seen when I cry. Just, you know, all that good stuff or whatever. And so I was giving them attitude, especially, so mind you, let's go back a bit where I said I didn't have my seatbelt on. So the officer asked, they were like, did you have your seatbelt on? And I was like, I might have, because I've been trying to wear my seatbelt more. I don't know where I got the habit at. And I was like, did I have my seatbelt on? And I was literally like thinking, like actually questioning myself, did I have it on or not? And then I remember, and I was like, I have to be honest, I don't think I had it on. Like, I don't think I was wearing my seatbelt. Let me tell you guys what this jackass police officer said. So he was like, you're kidding me, right? You're on the freeway and you don't have your seatbelt on? And I just lost it, y'all. I was like, I just gave him this stank ass look. I was like literally, like, you're asking me that question in that way right now, in this moment. And I told him, I was like, you know what, I understand like where you're coming from. I know I should have had my belt on, but how you're coming at me asking that question, I don't like it. And I was like, read the fucking room. Like, excuse my language, but read the fucking room. Like, why would you ask me that in that way right now? Like, I just was in an accident, and obviously I'm an emotional mess right now. And that's how you're gonna come at me with that question? I didn't think it was appropriate at all, honestly. And I don't mind being called on my BS. If I wasn't having my seatbelt on, call me out, officer, you know. But read the room. Know when to push those buttons with people. And it's not after they've just had an accident. I can tell you that much. And I was just like, you know, I don't want to be like ACAB, all cops are bad, but I was for sure, like, I don't know any more about that. Because honestly, like, I don't feel like they handled the situation like with like, I don't know. I feel like their characters really showed through, and they didn't handle the situation with any kind of compassion. And I get it, that's not in their job description, but as a human being, like, and being a human being in that job, you should have that. And the fact that a lot of them seem to not have it just don't sit right with me. And then we hear about all these lives being taken and how they treat people who are not their own. Like, you guys really are just assholes to people who you know, who you're supposed to be helping. And I could see how all these things could be, you know, like why ACAB is a thing. You know, it's like, that's crazy. That's crazy. Like, I felt guilty. Honestly, out there, I felt like I really messed up. Like, obviously, I don't have insurance, you know, so yeah, I did mess up. But I felt like it was my fault at a point. I was like, this is like, I don't want to be like I was taking full responsibility, but I was like, oh my gosh, like, just his seatbelt coming alone. I was like, I should have my seatbelt on, like, but no, that's not the case. Me having my seatbelt on had nothing to do with the car coming at me. Like, that had nothing to do with it. And I just was like, wow, that's crazy. Like, I just thought that was absolutely insane. And it sucked. It really sucked. Like, to know that basically the officers didn't really care. They really did not care, honestly. And the nicest person, honestly, there was a firefighter. And whether or not he's new to the game, he's just getting into it, and that's why he had so much compassion, I don't know, but it stood out to me so much. And I thanked him for being so nice, you know? It's like, thanks for being so kind in a situation where it's like, I was scared. Like, I was shook. And he was so nice. And the other person that was also really nice, believe it or not, was the tow truck guy. And the tow truck guy was like a lot more comforting than law enforcement. I get it's not law enforcement's job to comfort you, but like, as a person like who just was in an accident, I'm 21, you know, like, I was in distress, and I found no comfort in that. Like, I honestly just was like, oh my gosh, like, they're being so mean. They were so rude. And I get they just wanted information, but it just wasn't okay. So what happened in the accident was I got this scratch. My windows busted. Everything just busted, basically. My side windows. And I don't know what happened here, but there was just blood dripping down my face. And I was like, how could you like, basically sarcastically ask someone, wow, you were on the freeway and you weren't wearing a seatbelt, when there's literal blood dripping down their face? Like, I just don't get that. It just makes no sense to me, and it shows that that individual had no empathy for the situation. I was like, that's disgusting to know that those are the people who are working to protect us. And I've never been this way. Like, I've never been like, oh my gosh, I hate cops. I do know that police brutality is a thing, but I've never been like in a situation where I felt like a cop was not protecting me. And I just feel like that guy basically was like, well, shit, you didn't have your seatbelt on, so what else did you think was gonna happen? Like, how does me not having my seatbelt on have anything to do with this car coming and smacking the shit out of me? It doesn't. So that's basically what happened. I lost my car, and it's just this really stressful situation, and it sucks. Like, it really sucks. It sucks to the max. Like, I'm just figuring out like what I'm gonna do, and I don't really know where I'm gonna go from here. I would say, like, what I mean by that is like, okay, what's the next step? You know, I'm a huge, like, not planner, but when something doesn't go right, I'm like, okay, let's figure this out. Like, let's figure this out. And right now, like, I don't have an answer. Like, I don't have an answer. And I'm the man with the plan. So it's weird to just be in this situation where I'm like speechless, like I don't know what to do. But yeah, so I just wanted to put this out there. Be safe when you guys are driving, and you know, I wasn't gonna mention this, but it's okay to call law enforcement out. It's okay to be like, get off your damn high horse. I went today to actually get the paperwork for the whole accident, and the guy, he wasn't just talking to me rude, he was talking to anybody who came in there. Like, I felt like he was like really, like, he would talk down to people, talk to them like they didn't know what was going on, like kind of like they were dumb. And I didn't like that. I didn't mind it so much when he did it to me. Like, I was like, excuse me. But I noticed that this couple came in and he was really that way to them too. And you know, I noticed this well-dressed lady though, she came in and he did not do that to her. I don't know if she's an attorney or she holds some kind of rank, but I just thought that was really crappy. So I told him, I was like, you know, I get that you're an officer and I get that most people here like have been in the wrong, or you know, you're probably dealing with this all the time, day to day, but you don't get to treat people like that, and you don't get to talk to them like that. I was like, you know, you need to humble yourself. And he just looked at me like, well, I deal with this every day. And this is literally what he said. He's like, I deal with this every day. You know, people come in all the time. This is something I see all the time. And I was like, okay, but like, you need to remain humble. I don't care who you are. I don't care how often you deal with this. Be humble. And then I told him, like, get off your damn high horse. Like, I was like, you know what? I have nothing to lose, buddy. Nothing, nada, zilch. And he was not happy about that. And I know his coworker was just looking at me like, man. And I was looking at them like, yes, I said that. I went there. And yeah, so hold them accountable. Call people out on their actions, especially if it's in a professional setting and they are not being professional, you know, and they're not, and you don't feel like they're being a human being with compassion. I call that shit out because it's never okay. It's not okay, no matter what your rank is in this world, no matter how rich you are, no matter how famous you are, no matter if you're in authority or not. Like, you don't get to treat people like they're dumb. You don't. It's not okay, and it's not going to get by me. So yeah, that's my whole situation. Thanks to the people who I've been able to tell and have been really like showed that they cared, you know, because it's hard for me to go to people and be like, this happened, you know. I don't really like to ask for help either. Shout out to the people who have helped me, and it means a lot. Like, it really, really does. It means a lot. Anyways, sorry this was such a Debbie Downer video. I am gonna keep making videos. So if you guys want to support, I really need the money now. So if you guys want to just like subscribe, like, comment, get my views up, all that good stuff, that would be honestly super duper awesome. You know, help me pay this off, because I really don't know what's coming. I don't know what's coming to me, and sure, it's not gonna be fun. I'm sure it's not gonna be any fun, but I'm gonna get through it. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope that it gives you guys some food for thoughts. Like, be real safe when you're driving. You know, wear your seatbelt, but also don't let people mistreat you, no matter who they are. And yeah, so thanks for watching. If you like, go ahead and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next video.